Adjust what?
We gotta get the awards in right.
Are we going to put this over there?
Oh, we do? Should I not have started
No, it's
this?
fine. We can get it quick.
Did you text the league that we're going to do the show?
No, not yet.
Text the league that we're going to do the show. Well, the good news is you got 2.5 minutes to put everything right. But then me and Aaron will argue for this part of the show.
The countdown has begun.
Doing other stuff.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here.
Aaron, are you gonna monitor the text?
My phone's almost dead. If you give me yours, I can monitor it.
No, that's okay. If Daniel's gonna do the
I have a monitor.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Working? Is this thing on? This is the Mediocrist, by the way.
It is the mediocre.
The Mediocrist.
Man, I'm starving. I'm so hungry.
We could have got food.
I know, we should have.
Why didn't you say anything till now?
I was
We
busy.
got a minute and 13 seconds.
I was busy writing. I didn't have a chance to think about it.
I was in there. Do you need anything? I asked you like 3 times. You
No,
said, go give me a burger.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about help with the show.
You gotta think about yourself first, and then you gotta think about the show after that. You should know better. You should.
Yeah, I should know better.
You're live now. We got 56 seconds. Or 36 seconds, depending on the video.
Alright, here we go.
I'm not done texting yet. Did you get them all in?
Too bad.
You turn your volume down. My volume's just fine.
Welcome to the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show.
I'm not welcoming.
Episode 6.
No.
No, season 6.
No.
Episode 10.
10.
No,
Yeah, I got
no.
it backwards.
We don't gotta welcome anybody because this week stunk.
I thought it was good.
It was great.
Whatever.
Daniel Scooch left a
It's
little.
fantastic.
I'm part
Yep.
into the screen, part off. There we
There we
go.
go.
I wish
Put
you were.
back in.
I wish
There
you were
we go.
both totally off the screen.
No, you don't.
That would be amazing.
That'd be boring. It'd just be you up here talking about random things and not liking your team.
That's not random. That's specific. In
Well,
fact.
I mean,
Jump
you know,
to
that's
that.
how it
If
is.
you knew what
That's
you
how
were
it is.
talking about.
Oh, I
then
never
it would be
started the
fine.
recording on my phone. Hang on, let me get rid of the little yellow
You
box.
got the yellow boxes?
I got the yellow boxes.
There's a reason we're the Mediocrist.
It's the mediocre.
It's still recording though, right?
yes,
it just
yes,
was.
we're still streaming. We just have the
gonna
little
get
yellow
the little
preview
boxes
boxes over
everywhere.
our faces.
Alrighty, Daniel's out of practice after
Yeah.
being out for a
Hey,
week.
before we get to the quick question, I have a quick announcement.
Okay.
Okay.
The trade deadline, is the youth league the same?
Yep,
For the men's in the youth league is next weekend.
that's correct.
After the Monday night after Thanksgiving,
Yep.
it's over.
Okay.
Over.
So you can trade throughout the Thanksgiving weekend. You'll have extra time
Yep.
to look at your team and
Yep.
contact people to make trades.
Yep.
But then the trade deadline is then and done, and you can do no more trades. So if you're going to make a trade now. Speaking of trades, what's tonight's
Quick
question?
question! You took my line. Speaking of trades, here we go.
We're in
I
sync.
know.
We're-
Quick question.
After 18 years of doing the show,
I know.
we're finally in sync.
I know. What do you all think of the trades that have happened? Predominantly in the men's league this
Can I
year. There
go
haven't been many in
can
the
I
youth
go
league.
first?
But yes, you can.
You
You
go
can go
first.
I
first.
hate all of them because they helped everybody but me because I got nobody worth trading. Eckler was
Oh,
injured
my.
beginning of the year. Jacobs
Yeah.
didn't do well.
Yeah.
My players have not performed all season, so I've got nothing of value.
Yeah.
So that's
And
what I think.
you offered me a trade in the beginning of the year that I didn't take that I absolutely should have and totally
What was
botched
the
it.
trade?
You offered me Cortland Sutton
Yeah.
for Josh Kelly, and I was like, no, I think
Yeah.
Josh Kelly's going to be fine, and he was terrible.
But I do think
Uh.
the trade, the blockbuster CD for Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah.
I think worked out well for both.
Yeah, I agree.
PD and JD.
What are your
did.
thoughts on the trades? You've done a couple of trades this
I've done
year.
a couple, yeah. First one with you.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor
Yep.
for, who did I give you?
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
Helped both of us.
I've
I
been
think it was
happy with
generally
Jonathan Taylor.
beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming along.
Yeah.
I think he's doing great. I got some
Yeah.
stud running backs. And then, of course, the big one with Judah.
Yes.
I kind of miss CeeDee Lamb a little bit.
Yeah, now. I mean, wow.
Yeah. But
Was Judah
McCaffrey.
predicting the future or what on that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
but
he was lucky.
McCaffrey,
Yeah,
again,
could
stud
be.
running backs. McCaffrey, Henry kind of.
Yeah, Henry has been rough.
Yeah. But I mean, it's been working well.
Yeah.
I think I've been winning.
Good deal.
Judah's been winning. Good stuff. The one I'm a little bit upset about is this week's Jahmyr Gibbs for Devontae Adams.
I saw that. I was like,
I was
wow.
thinking Gibbs' success was due to Montgomery being out.
Yeah.
What
and
happened?
then he puts up. So last week I traded Jason Jahmyr Gibbs for Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
So I really
Yeah.
needed a receiver and I
Yeah.
had 4 good running backs.
Yeah, that did not work.
No, I mean honestly, I probably would have had Gibbs on my bench
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So at least Adams did okay for me.
Yeah,
I
was.
should have traded
yeah.
him Henry for.
Exactly.
for
You
Adams.
should have. Yeah. No,
But-
Gibbs is pretty good.
Yeah.
Henry's
been so consistent, it's
I've
hard.
had a few as well. I agree. The Walker trade helped me out so much in the beginning of the year. Minus that, I would have not won any games in the beginning of the year. I really needed a running back, so that was helpful. And then I'm a big fan of the trade Nathan and I made as well. I mean, A.J. Brown basically went nuclear after I traded him Stephen Diggs. And Javonte Williams was good. So I got the better end of that trade, I will admit. But Stephen Diggs has still been fine. And now Najee Harris has come on a little bit. So that worked out really well for me. And then last week, I traded Judah. I traded him Josh Downs and Javonte Williams for Jake Ferguson and Mike Evans, and Mike Evans went off. So I've turned my running back, which I had a bunch of them, I wasn't going to be able to use them all, into a better receiver. So it's been good.
It works
I
out,
just
yeah.
I just want to say to everybody this year in both the youth league and the men's league, youth league not so much because there's some crazy stuff in the youth league. But for the men's league, it has been a lot of fun. Daniel, would you say that the trades have made it more enjoyable
For the men's
this year?
league? Oh yeah.
I mean,
last year I made some horrible trades.
yeah,
I
but
haven't made those this year.
but it's still more fun when you're trying to do something, right? So my encouragement to everybody in the men's league is to make some trades. Yes, it's scary. It might not turn out, but that's been part of the fun this year. I've enjoyed having the trades this year. So
I agree.
anyway, on to
If I had anything to trade, I would have traded it.
I
But
can
got
imagine.
nothing.
I can imagine. But on to the stud of the week.
I think you need to start letting him do the stud and you do the buzz.
Fine,
Because
you do
trade
the
next
stud.
You do the whole quick question
Who's the
and
stud?
you do the stud. We need to have some.
Here's
Fine.
the thing. I disagree with the stud. Only because I'm looking at youth league points with this.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott got me 47 points.
I know.
In the youth league.
I
but
know.
the one
I
you
have to
wrote
change that next year.
It's all right.
It's weird.
It's all right. But Keenan Allen, definitely.
Yes.
Worthy stud this week. 41 and a half
Yep.
points. 11 catches for 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he was good. Abraham had him in the youth league. Nathan had him in the men's league.
Yeah.
He's been a stud for Abraham really all year.
Same with Nathan. That is a big part of why Nathan is winning games. Is
Yeah.
because of Keenan Allen.
We'll talk about Dak Prescott more later.
Nathan is
Don't
saying
worry
some
about
negative
that.
comments in the chat about
What is he
some
talking
things, so
about?
I don't know why he
Oh,
can't be.
criminy.
He's like the best in the league and stuff. So I don't know what it's
Whatever.
Alrighty, here we
Some
go.
honorable
I'm
mentions
trying
for
to make
the...
a trade in the chats. Evan Smith wants to trade Carr, the Saints quarterback who's injured,
Yeah.
to someone. And
Oh,
I said I will give him a bag of garbage for
Right.
him.
Correct. Anyway,
Nice.
honorable mentions.
A couple honorables. CeeDee Lamb, 40 and a half. Dak Prescott, obviously. Cooks, Brandon Cooks.
Yes.
33.3.
Brandon.
Talk about that
Wow.
later.
All right. St. Brown, Amon-Ra, 31.5. TJ Hawkinson, 31.4.
Yeah, crazy.
Some good numbers there. What's
We'll
next?
talk about those two later, too.
Yeah.
So, and now we're on to the bust.
You guys hear something? I'm trying to text here. What's going on?
Boy, that was loud in my ear over
That
here.
whistle was.
But
Do
anyway,
you like it over there? I like it
Daniel,
over there
I
'cause it's
sense
loud
that
in
this
here.
choice was
We're gonna
a-
see if it picks up better.
Daniel, I
Okay.
sense that this choice was a bit personal
It was,
because
yeah.
it is Derrick Henry who had 3 points. He had 11 carries for 24 yards and 0 touchdowns, and 1 catch for -4 yards, which I guess led to 0.6 points, but not the greatest. And in the youth league, it was Brody, but in the men's league, it appears that it was you, Daniel. So not a great, not been happy with Derrick Henry. He has been fairly
He's
disappointing
been-
this year.
He's been disappointing, but he's been a fairly consistent.
Yeah. A consistent
mediocreist.
disappointment?
Yeah.
All right, well,
But
you
I mean,
know,
he does like.
Are you saying
18
he's mediocreist?
He's mediocre. He's
Yeah.
That's the
He
point.
does like 18 to 20 on a good week.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
had quite a few of those
Yeah,
weeks. But then he
yeah.
does this where he puts up 2 points.
yeah, which he never used
I
to do.
blame
you
his
know.
offensive line.
Yeah, I agree. Honorable mentions: Jacoby Myers had a terrible week. Zach Moss, Jahan Dotson, Deontay Johnson, who we played in the youth league. John, lucky he did not
I'm glad
cost
we
us the
played
week.
him this week.
Tony Pollard
And not last
5.5, Stephen Diggs 6.4, Hopkins 5.5, ETN 6.4. So not great weeks.
Yeah, I had
from
ETN
some of the
too.
big guys. Yeah.
Hi, Chris. I was busy trying to get Chris onto the show.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
Can
Alrighty.
we start over? I didn't hear what you guys were
Here
saying.
we
in the
go.
last 10
Youth
minutes.
League awards for the week. Let's do this. We have our
Let's
juggernaut.
do it. Here's the problem with this week's
There it
juggernaut.
is.
Yeah.
It's not us.
It was,
not
here's
you.
the deal, is that we were almost the juggernaut for the 4th time in a
How
row.
many points were we off?
Evan beat us out by a point or less.
Aw,
It was
come on.
unbelievable.
Let's kick Evan out of the league.
And I think I forgot to change his points. I don't think it was 136.
No,
it was
he had
156.
152,
It was 156, I think, or
And we were in the
152.
130s,
I might have
right?
missed it.
153.
Yeah. So, and
what
we
were
had
we?
151. So we were right
2
there.
points.
2 points.
Well, it was like a point and a half. But then,
Kick Evan out of the
Evan,
league.
listen to this. Evan, we deserve to lose. This is, he told me this. I saw him earlier at church, and he said this is his first ever juggernaut. I don't believe
in
that.
the history of the league?
That's what he
No.
said. I thought he'd had one before, but he
Evan,
says this is his
You
first
got to
ever.
provide the documented proof evidence of that. So
But
you
if it
go
is-
back and watch every
If
show.
it is, congratulations, Evan, on your
well,
first
he
ever
needs to get
juggernaut.
congratulations being juggernaut anyway. Give me
So
the juggernaut.
congratulations for the
I'll
juggernaut
play
to
it again.
Evan.
I'll play the sound again.
Here we go, Evan.
You were not the juggernaut? I was not the
Juggernaut.
juggernaut?
And so he had C.J. Stroud,
Evan is the
22.04 points. Kamara with 18.5. He had C.D. Lamb, 40.5. Garrett Wilson with 18.3. And Trey McBride with 22.1.
Juggernaut
So
left.
his team is
That was
coming
that.
on. This is he also told me that this is his best performance
You got a
in the
chip on your
league
shoulder.
ever.
I do.
So he's
Or
doing
juggernaut.
pretty well. He is tied for
Hold on.
first.
Did you miss this last week when you were having
No,
the baby
no, so
and we were all here by ourselves and now you're back and
Yeah.
we're both annoying
Last-
you on either side?
It was a nice break last week. A screaming newborn was so much quieter than you two.
Yes. I can imagine. I
Yeah.
mean, I
He
suspect it would
slept
be.
the whole time.
I think
See?
you volunteered to be on the show, though.
We put him
be
to
honest.
I
sleep.
did, yeah.
We put
Yeah,
him
you
to
guys
sleep.
knocked him
It's,
right out.
it's your own fault.
Alrighty, here we go. The caboose of the week in the youth league.
Baby, that's my fault, yeah.
And part of it might be, part of this caboose might be related to what he's decided to name his team, which is I Love the Packers, and the Packers have been absolute trash. And so Tristan had 82.06 points, a rough week. Saquon Barkley has not been good this year, 7.1. Breece Hall has been good, but not this last week, 10.5. Thielen has been great, not this week, 10.2. Addison, 10.9, Pitts 6, and Hopkins 5.7. So a rough week by Tristan.
By the way, Nathan, as you continue to win, you're not allowed to complain about who the
Yeah,
bust
he's
should
still
be.
complaining a lot.
He's saying that Deontay Johnson was the bust
Oh,
this
cry
week.
me a river.
After you win, after your first place,
Cry
the
me a
answer
river.
is no.
Cry me a river.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here we go. Fastest 3
Yeah,
minutes, Daniel.
welcome
go.
Daniel's back.
You missed this last week, but here it is. First up, it's I Love Lucky Charms Brody versus Isaac Gerlitz. Isaac Gerlitz, who, unlike last week, he did field a
I
full
love
team.
Lucky Charms. I'm eating Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Tyler Boyd put up 20 points for him. His quarterback, Joe Burrow, with 24, but the rest of his team was the mediocre.
Yes.
Chuba Hubbard, only 6 points. Jacoby Myers, 4. On the other side of things, Brody takes a risk and plays Kyler Murray.
Wow,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Gotta try it. And it sort of paid off.
He got that move from his dad.
Yeah. Which didn't pay off for him either. We'll talk about that. 17 points for him. Only 3 points from Derrick Henry. He was in my boat there. 6 points from Drake London, your favorite guy on the planet.
Yeah.
But he did make up for it. 31 points from TJ Hawkinson.
Woo!
123 to 106. Brody wins it. He's 7-3. Second place right now in that three-way tie for first. Isaac falls to 4 and 6.
Wow.
Next matchup, it's mark my words.
Next matchup.
Myself versus the last place in the league right now. I love the Packers. Tristan, first of all, Tristan, thank you for renaming your team. I told you to.
Yeah,
I told
that's
you to
great.
do something on Jordan Love.
Yeah.
I thought you'd maybe get a little more creative.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well,
This week looked really dismal for me at first. Only 6 points from Travis Etienne, 7 points from George Pickens, 6 points from Mark Andrews,
Oof.
-4 from the Chargers
Yeah, it
defense.
hurts.
I should have known better than that one.
yeah.
But I did have to pick up a different quarterback because Tua was on bye, and I picked the right one. Dak Prescott.
Wow.
Come on.
You picked him up
on.
this week?
He's knocking down
This
the
week.
bobblehead.
My.
He was on waivers. I picked him up. 47 points. Listen to this. 404 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. He had almost half my points.
Wow.
I don't even think he played the fourth quarter
That's
either.
crazy. I did not know he was
He hit
on
47
waivers.
points at like the end of the third quarter, and then he stayed there. So I'm guessing he must have gotten pulled.
Holy cow.
So he gives me the win, 110 to 82. Tristan, the caboose this week was awful. We already talked about his team. Saquon was 7. Kyle Pitts only 6. DeAndre Hopkins 5.
Man.
I'm 5-5. He is 3 and 7.
Yeah, that hurts.
Next up, it's battle of the 3-win teams. Isaac Schilp, I give up, versus Christians is my firm foundation. Casey, only a 2-point spread in this
Yeah,
one.
this
This was
was
a tight
tough.
game. Isaac had some playmakers this week. Brian Robinson, 28. Jamar Chase, 24.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, 21.
Olave had a good week.
Brock Purdy for Casey put up 29. But again, it's
Yes.
Lamar Jackson who hoses Isaac once again.
He hoses everybody.
Only
Yeah, it's been
15
bad.
I got him in the
points.
men's league.
Yeah.
And here's the reason he hosed him. Jared Goff on Isaac's bench
Yeah.
had 26 points.
Yep.
Had he started him instead of Lamar, he would have
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
Or had he started Cortland Sutton over Terry McLaurin,
Yeah.
10-point difference there, 17
Isaac,
for
what's
Sutton
he
on his
doing
bench.
starting? Yeah.
Casey pulls out this win, 132.44 to 130.12. Isaac, ouch. Casey.
I didn't know you were a snorer.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely a snorer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes. Casey's 4 and 6, Isaac's 3 and 7. Next matchup, it's
Next matchup.
new King of the Hill AB versus Keep the Dubs Coming.
Since he
Wow.
changed his name, he's been going the wrong direction.
He
Yeah,
really
yeah,
has
yeah.
been. Yeah.
We told him pride
Yeah.
goeth before a fall, and that's what happened here.
Yeah. So AB
Did
put
you
up.
miss us interrupting you all the time?
Yeah. I get that enough with Calliope. But here AB puts up some big numbers: 37 points from Herbert, 41 from Keenan Allen, 21 from George Kittle. But he played the reigning 3-time
Yeah,
juggernaut
yeah.
in a row, who dropped 151 on
Did
him.
you like what he said? The 3-time reigning
Yeah, that's
juggernaut
right.
in a row.
That's right.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
It was impressive. I fully expected you guys to get a 4th here.
That would have been
Um,
that would have been unprecedented.
I know.
Let's look at your team. 27 from Evans, 31 from St. Brown,
Woo!
21
Yeah.
from Eckler, 18
Yeah.
from Montgomery.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You went 151 to 136 and improved to 6 and 4.
Yeah.
AB
The
is
best-
7 and 3.
The best part is that we beat Abraham. That's the best part.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
the score.
Yeah.
It's not losing
Yeah.
the juggernaut. We
Yeah.
beat
Knocked him off
Abraham.
his throne.
Yes.
You guys could have been the juggernaut 4 times in a row had you started Jameer Gibbs.
I know.
But you benched him.
I started Deontay Johnson instead.
You started the bust instead of Jameer
yes.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Brilliant, Aaron.
Well, hey,
you cost us 4 in a
I
row.
started the receiver.
What's your problem?
He had 18
Jameer
points.
Gibbs is a receiver.
He had
catches the
18
ball
he had
all
18
the time.
points
He
the
got
last 2 weeks.
touchdowns.
I'm not arguing. He had 18 points the last 2
You
weeks.
are arguing. You said he had 18 points. That's an argument
It was
you're
the
making.
right decision.
It was the wrong decision because we went on the juggernaut.
Right decision.
Whatever.
I had to laugh when I saw that. That was funny. Which means the juggernaut this week, we deserve to lose Evan. I don't even know why that's his
Yeah,
team
I don't
name.
know. I mean, yeah.
Change it, Evan. Come on, you're
Probably
the
because
juggernaut.
it's Chelsea Football Club in the picture that he has. They do
That could
deserve
be.
to lose.
That could be. He was going against I Give Up Like Isaac, which is Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Evan, 153 points, giving him the Juggernaut Award. CeeDee Lamb, a huge part of that, 40 points. Eric, on the other hand, is giving up on his team, as he should,
Yes.
after this week, with only 87 points.
Yeah.
Check this out. 2 points from Trevor Lawrence. He
Ouch.
should have been the bust.
Ouch.
6 points from Stephon Diggs. Only 9 from Aaron Jones. Eric drops to 4 and 6. Evan is in that three-way tie for first place at 7 and 3 with AB and Brody.
My goodness.
That's the fastest 3 minutes for this week.
Unbelievable. That is.
There's some chaos happening.
Yeah, there's some
in the
moving
youth league
around
right
there.
now.
I think we have now won 4 in a row, John. So we
have won 4
We
in a
were
row.
2 and 6.
We were 2 and 6.
Right?
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
You were absolutely right. Okay.
I'm the only 5 and 5 team in the youth league too.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Evan was saying tonight that next week, if he wins, he's playing me this week. He's not going to win, but if he wins, he's going to be in minimum second.
Yeah.
Because Brody and AB play each other.
Right, and one of them will lose.
One of them's going to lose. Yeah.
Hopefully, one of them will lose.
It's
Yeah.
going to tie.
Yeah.
I thought you said the fastest 3 minutes were over. and
It
we're
is.
not
We're
done.
just
it is, it
finishing.
is. We're
All
just
right,
talking
let's
about
do
it.
the power rankings, John.
All I need
What
is
do
the
we
music
got?
to go. First of all, gotta get your groove on. Here we go. I still have it as the fastest 3 power rankings. So let's see how fast I can do this. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, it's I Love the Packers. He should be number 10 just for that team name.
Yeah.
He was number 9 last week, Tristan. Now he's number 10 because he's the caboose and he loves the Packers. Both reasons, number 10.
That hurts,
Coming
yeah.
in at number 9, it is I Give Up Like Isaac.
Yep.
Eric Pulda. He was number 6. But 87 points this week.
Yeah.
Plus, following Isaac's example is not good about giving up. So that's why he's number 9. Coming in at number 8, it is the free fall of Isaac Gerlitz. He was number 7. 106 points, that's it.
Yeah.
And his team is literally floundering. It's like he's on a fish.
Yeah.
He's just kind of bopping around, waiting to
Yes.
suffocate and die.
He
Not
should
him,
rename
his team.
the Flounders.
So he was 7. He's moved back
You should
to
just
number
have his
8.
team.
Yeah,
That would be awesome. Hey, can you go in and change his name to the Flounders?
I can,
Do
yes.
that.
All right.
Coming in at number 7, it's I Give Up the Original, Isaac Shilp. He was number 8, but he got 130.
Wow.
Was
Yeah,
he
I know.
excited about having 130?
He was, yes, but this is just like, you know how he is. It's like, as expected,
Yeah.
I post the week and lose by 2.
That's why he's staying at number 7. He didn't go up or down. Just stay there.
You and him can rant about Lamar Jackson to no end because
Lamar Jackson is horrible.
He just
Lamar
needs
Jackson.
to drop
Horrible.
Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson.
He's
and just
going
forget
to.
about him.
He's going to. He's like, I'm done.
Forget
with it.
about him.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 6, it's Christians is my firm foundation. He was number 10 last week, but he got the 4th highest score this week, 132. He's
Yeah.
still only 4 and 6, so he
Yeah.
can't be in the top
Steal.
half of the rankings. So he's in
4
the
and
bottom half. But if the playoffs started today, he would be in the
Wow.
playoffs.
Woody?
Oh, he told me this week he only looks at his team twice a week.
Yeah.
Imagine if he looked at it like
Yeah.
3 times a week.
And his dad told me that he still whines about not getting the right players in. And Eric's like, well, don't whine to me if you're not going to put the time in. You said this year, you're just going to fly by the seat of your pants, so don't whine that you get the wrong guy.
And that's why he's number 6 in the power rankings.
Exactly.
Coming in at number 5, it's Mark My Words, Pastor Daniel,
Top
who is now
5.
5 and 5, and that's why he's number 5.
Yeah.
See, it's very scientific.
And the most
sense.
famous,
It's incredibly
the most
scientific.
popular phone number in the world, most of them are 555, which is a New
That's
York
true.
one.
That's true.
Yeah,
You're 5'5".
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I am 5'5". Yes.
That's funny.
You're not really top half material, but the bottom half of the power rankings was full, so that's
Yeah,
why you're number
that's
5.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
Coming in at number 4, it's the new king of the hill, Abraham, 136 points, which was amazing.
Wow.
But he lost to keep the dubs coming. Did you see that change your team?
yeah.
Do you see I'm trying to high five you?
Oh, is that
because
us?
he lost to us.
Who's
We're not the juggernaut again.
Oh, yeah.
We are keep the dubs coming.
I was not with you on that, but fair enough. Got
That's
it.
why I just explained
Okay,
it. If
got
you
it.
just listen.
Got it.
3 juggernauts in a row, but we had 2 teams score more than us. That's why we're not number 1, because we were 3rd in scoring this week.
We had one team score more than us. Yes, we
They
did.
both did.
No, they didn't.
No, only one did.
Let me look it up.
You were
We had
Talk
you
amongst
lost to the
yourselves.
Juggernaut by 2 points.
That's right.
I know, but didn't Brody scored more than us?
No, he didn't. I got all the points right here.
Well, why don't you show me the points right there?
Brody had 123.
Yeah.
123.
Yeah.
I guess I thought he had 153.
Nope.
No.
Hey, guess what?
Evan had
We're
150.
number 2.
We're number 2.
Oh, that's correct.
Yay!
Yes.
The second highest score.
Yes.
We're not the juggernaut.
Yes.
And since it's if this is true that it's Evan's first time at the top, this might be Evan's first time in the top of the
Could
power
be.
rankings.
It might be.
Yeah. I
So,
don't know.
anyways, Brody 3, we're 2, Evan's number 1.
There we go. Wow.
The world has gone crazy.
I
when
like it.
Evan Smith is number 1.
I like
in
that
the
we
power
jumped up in the power rankings by a spot.
Right here live
That's
on
right.
the show.
I like it.
That's
Due
how you
to
get it done.
That tells you
Writer error.
how live
It
and
wasn't
active
right
those
or
power
error,
rankings
It was
are.
just like wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't an
I mean,
error.
the
It
power
was-
rankings, the
it was
points
just
are
wrong.
always accumulating, right, John? So the algorithm for the power rankings, it's always moving. So,
Well, when you got to make sure you have all the numbers
Yes.
in the mathematical
Yeah.
equation. If you leave a variable out,
Yes.
it throws the whole thing out.
yes, and then all the psychohistory as well. It's all part of the
What do you mean
algorithm.
psychohistory?
So, alrighty, here we are, the
Psychohistory.
men's league. Let's get this thing kicked off. We had some pretty fun matchups, and we are gonna get it going.
Get up wherever you are. Start dancing, guys. Come on, man. Yeah! It's a dance party.
We're gonna get it going with
Let's-
my least favorite team in the entire league. Nathan takes on Battle for Last, Jason. But just because of this, I'm going to give Nathan my favorite award in the
Oh,
league,
my!
which is the unicorn.
We're gonna be best friends forever.
Oh, I messed up the
Oh, you gave him a
Oh.
kiss. What'd you do wrong?
There we go.
Okay, now it
Okay,
again.
now we got to do it.
Okay, we'll do it again.
This is my Aaron impression.
Yeah.
Forever, and I'm named Pointy.
I like how
There
you're
we
giving
go.
Pointy
Nice.
a kiss. now.
Nathan gets the Pointy Award because the only
It's
reason
not the unicorn, it's the Pointy
the
award.
only reason he won this week is because of Keenan Allen with 41.5 points.
I wish
and
I had
that
Keenan
is the
Allen.
definition of a unicorn. Barkley had 7, Diggs had 6, and Deontay had 2. So he pulls off the win against Jason, the battle for last, with 113.98
Jason,
points.
I'm right there with you, man.
Nathan pulls to 9-1. Whatever kind of world we're living in, where Nathan is 9-1.
Who beat Nathan?
I think it was me, wasn't it?
What
One
happened?
week? I juggernauted him one time, I think. But anyway, neither here
It
nor
was early
there.
on, I think.
And then, but Jason, this is quite an improvement compared to the awards he's been getting the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Jason gets the Matt Award. And I mean, Jason, you should
I did a
feel.
live version for you.
Jason, you should feel good about this award. This is quite an improvement over where you have
He
been.
moved from horrible to meh.
I forgot to write down your people's points because I got occupied. But
You don't-
nonetheless, your team
don't have
didn't
them right
score
there?
a ton of.
They're right
Those
there.
aren't right. That's
That's
not
fine.
right. No,
Oh.
those are not
Do you want me
right.
to pull it up for
So
you?
no, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Jason
But did not
deserves-
have a lot
he's
of
meh.
points.
That's an
He-
improvement. We need
Most
to talk
of his
about
points
that for a
came from
minute.
Jameer Gibbs that I traded to.
Yeah, I know. Jameer Gibbs and DK Metcalf were the
Yeah.
2 big point holders for his team this week, and everybody else was pretty.
Hold on, give me 10
pretty-
minutes and I'll get us
I don't
to
think
the,
it matters
to the
that
stats
much.
there. It
It's a
does
Matt
matter.
award,
It
so
matters
he
because
doesn't
he
get
wants
this
to
much
know.
time.
Just
Next
give him-
matchup,
give him the couple
Daniel.
good ones.
Here we go.
What is
Josh
it?
Allen, 14. Ezekiel at 10. Jameer Gibbs, like you said,
Yep,
26. Metcalf, 16, which is all right. Wandale Robinson, 2. Reed, who's the Reed?
Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed,
Yeah.
19. Kyle Pitts, 6. Njoku, he had the, remember the slide whistle
Yeah,
award, the kind
yeah,
of the up and
yeah.
down? So Tyler Bass 2, Falcons defense 4, Njoku
And that was
11.
way more time than we should have spent on Jason's
On his
team.
bench,
Next
Latavius
matchup,
Murray
Daniel.
had 15.
Here we go. I like
Miles
Jay
Sanders
Green, by
had
the way.
3.
Yeah,
T.
I do
Higgins
too.
was
I
out
think
with
he's
an
good.
injury.
All right, next matchup. It's myself, Christian McCaffrey, myself, going up against I Am Not Dangerous, Eric Eitenbrock. This week was a good week for me. I was projected to win by 20, and I won by... You didn't put his points in. I don't know.
Didn't I?
Hold on. Give me 10 minutes. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
did. 130. Oh, he
It
was
not
like
131.
130.
He was like
Ha
116
ha! You
or
both
something.
got on my case about putting stuff
Boy,
in
I
wrong.
got
You
the.
don't
I
even
got
know what's
sorry. I
going
got the
on.
I
wrong
don't know what
numbers
you-
in there, guys.
I
I was getting them in and I missed a couple. Sorry.
I'm not
I
really
already
sure.
am looking it up.
I'm not really sure why you're giving me. Well, here. We're at the Lucky Award. I got the Lucky Award. Hey, here we go.
Kegs. Lucky.
You were
I'm not
lucky.
sure why you're giving me Lucky because I
I'm
just had a
giving
good
you
week.
lucky because he started a guy who was on IR against you, and he had everybody on the bye, so he
Oh,
had
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
to choose from.
That's
and,
right. He
And
didn't
you
even
got
field the
lucky
full
on that
team.
win.
He
didn't even field the full
He didn't have,
team.
so he didn't have a flex.
Correct.
This week. But he did start Kyler Murray with 17. Yeah.
So
Brian Robinson,
congratulations
28.
on your win,
All right,
Daniel.
131 points. So I
It'd
don't
be
know
helpful
if
if you put that in the notes,
No.
though. Aaron.
Yeah, it would be helpful if you wrote that.
It
in the
would be
notes.
helpful. I forgot that one,
Yep.
so that was my
But
fault.
yes, I mean,
Yes.
even if he had a
However, we are
flex,
starting a little bit later than usual.
Yes, we are.
his flex would have needed 16 points to beat me. It might have happened.
Plus your
H-Hand
memory,
would have
so that
definitely
it
got
affects your writing.
Maybe.
I know. Yes.
But yeah, so anyway, I climbed to 5-5. Eric's knocked down to 5-5, and because Eric couldn't even field the full team this week, we're giving him the.
I just can't do it, Captain.
I don't have the power!
He doesn't have
That's
the
a
power in
new
his
screaming one
I
that
know.
we can
I
do.
like it.
team. It is,
That's awesome.
yeah. Next matchup.
One of my favorites. John, tell us what you
I
got.
don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to
Yes,
anyways.
here we go.
I played the Moldovan Maniac,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Titan Prepare to Dive, Ben himself, Butcher, who got 127.5.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I scored 125.9.
My goodness.
That was horrible. Now here's what
Is that
happened.
one of your better weeks, John?
Here's what happened. Monday night, I have Kincaid and I have Cortland Sutton.
Oh.
Oh,
We lost the Winter Soldier.
that's about this. That's about the microcosm
and
of
he
your
had
year.
Jerry Judy, and I was behind 32 points.
Yeah.
The first half, Cortland Sutton and Kincaid both get touchdowns.
Yes.
They both get yards. They both get catches.
And you're back in it, baby.
I'm back in the game, and I'm doing it. And my wife is even watching, and she's like, tell me the score. How many points down are you now? And we're tracking it the whole way. And then stupid Jerry Judy at garbage time, one catch for like 10 yards just at the end of the game, and I lose the game. I had
Ouch.
32 plus whatever Judy got, and I got like 33, but not
Ouch.
enough to cover. Judy got 6 points, so I got 36 points out of two guys.
my.
Sutton and Kincaid, 36
Man,
points, and Judy
that's
got
too bad.
6, and I lost.
Yeah, that's too
Anyways, because of that reason, Ben Butcher gets the praise the Lord
Yeah,
award.
that's rough.
I like how you're giving me sympathy. That's
Yeah.
I don't
It
feel
is rough.
uncomfortable because
It
I'm
is
not
rough.
used to that.
That's a tough one.
But he beat me with Deontay Foreman with 17, and is it Rashid or Rashad White with 17?
Yeah, Rashad White.
He could have the Wonder Triplets. Tank Dill got him 18. And here's the other thing. George Kittle shows up again, 21 points on the crazy touchdown. Had one ball bounced my way, it would have been a lot better for me. But instead, I get a double award, don't I, Aaron?
Yes, you do.
Bueller.
I get the left me.
Bueller.
Oh, he's still
still
asking
going.
for him. I get the left me hanging award for Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
for Hollywood
Let me change
Brown,
the name.
and for Christian Watson. I got 13 points out of my quarterback, which he normally gets me 11. That's how bad my quarterback, Lamar Jackson, is.
Yeah,
I don't go
that's
high
rough.
quarterback. I went this year saying I want a good quarterback. I can start all year.
Yeah.
I start him all year, and he stinks. And Hollywood was back, but then Kyler Murray did not hit him on an open touchdown.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our friend Christian Watson, who's he's like the 5th best receiver
I think
on the
he's
Packers.
droppable now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also get. Are you changing the award or did you?
I just put in left me hanging instead of Bueller. So it
Oh,
says
that-
Bueller.
it says
but I
Bueller.
wrote
It's left
yeah,
me
that's
hanging.
the one.
Yeah.
Yes, left me hanging.
I get a bonus award. I
Yeah.
get the. Nice.
My fault. My fault.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I get a whoopsie-daisy because...
Now we gotta do it again so that we
Okay,
can
yeah.
hear it
I'll
without
do
the
it the right
beep.
way.
Hit the beep. Do it. Hit it. Push the button.
Too late.
Okay.
Too late.
I get a... You didn't do that because of the beep. You did that because you wanted to rub it in another
Yeah,
time.
should we do it again?
No, we should not.
All right.
I get a whoopsie-daisy, not for any good reason, but because of what actually happened. My friend Jalen Warren, who's been on my bench, got 20 stinking points
Yeah.
for the Steelers this week, which never happens. He's below. He's like man mediocre range. He's like that in between. He's like
Yep.
a C minus.
Yep.
That's man mediocre
Yes.
range right
Yep.
there. 20 points. If I
Yeah.
had started him, I would have won.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
So the losing streak continues because
Yeah.
my team is horrible. And I hate fantasy football. And I'm done. I'm leaving. I
And
quit
Christian
fantasy
Watson
football.
continues the
I'm
4
out.
points every week
It's-
streak.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
unbelievable.
If he could catch the balls that are thrown
I know.
his way, he would,
I know.
yeah.
And if Jordan Love would quit throwing it behind the receiver going to the corner of the end zone, what in the heck? That's just like, that's high school
You
stuff.
put it where your
I
only
know.
your receiver
You
can get
either
it.
overthrow it or you hit him. You don't underthrow it.
Yep.
It's just crazy. Crazy.
Anyway, next matchup.
Anyway, this matchup, here we go. We have That's Mr. Judah Johnson to you versus Goldhaven Knights. Judah Sitzler pulls off the Juggernaut of the Week award.
If I gotta come back, why does it have to be at
My
that exact
goodness.
moment?
John, you
Good
want to hold
job.
the Juggernaut
I don't
for-
want to
for-
hold it.
for
No,
Judah?
You
Judah.
can
Okay,
hold
Yeah,
it.
you're
Judah.
holding it
Oh.
for
That's
Judah.
Mr. Judah Johnson,
Yeah,
not Judah.
178.08 points. Judah has hauled himself back to 5-5.
Randy's rubbing it in. He told me to start Jalen Warren.
178 points. Burrow with 20. Lamb with 40.5. Javonte Williams, who I traded to him, 21. Trey McBride, 22. And Noah Brown. Who in the world is Noah Brown? 25.
I don't even know who he
He
plays
started in
He's
place
a
of Nico
receiver for the
Collins.
Texans
But-
because Nico Collins is out.
Yeah,
He's getting-
unbelievable.
targets.
What a huge comeback for Judah. Like I said, that pulls him to 5-5. Dave drops to 4-6. And the classic Juggernaut caboose matchup with Dave.
I like the thaw you did.
Dave.
You remember when Dave used to be the biggest loser all the time?
Yeah, didn't have a chance. Yeah, it's a good point. At least you weren't the biggest loser. And I still wish really what we needed to give him also in this one is the Didn't Even Matter award because it really
In the end,
didn't
it didn't
even
even
matter. Because Dave started everybody he had to start.
I don't have that one ready.
That's
in
fine. And
you.
here he had
I'm singing
Alexander
it.
Madison
Just as
with
hard
4
as
points.
I could go. I'm singing. I'm doing it for you. I'm the human
I appreciate
drop.
it. Alexander Madison with 4.3 points.
I don't think you
CJ
appreciate
Hubbard
it.
with 5.9. Terry McLaurin 7.3. Evan Ingram 5.2. Aaron Jones with one of his best performers at 9.4. And the Chargers really kicked him in the crotch with
Oh, man.
minus 4 points. So
Yeah.
a terrible week by Dave this week as the caboose. He drops to 4-6. So a tough week for Dave. Been a tough year for Dave.
Next matchup.
The next matchup I like is because there's a double award again, just
Yes.
like before for the loser of this matchup.
This is a good one. We had to break this
It
one
was
out.
Rare Bichon Beef. Hello, Chris. Playing Pick in Your Nose in Laporta Potty,
Yep.
Eric.
Yep.
Which I wish I could play Eric every single week, because then I might win
I wish I
again.
could play you or Eric. I've been playing
Why
all
you
the
gotta
guys
bring me
scoring
into
points.
this? Why can't you just pile on with Eric with me instead
I
of
know.
picking on me?
The heck?
But Rare Bichon Beef Chris won 144 to Eric's 114. 30 points in the thing. I think the over-under was like 29.
Yes.
And so Chris
Yes.
covered.
Yep.
Anyway, so Chris goes up to 7-3. The one of the founders of the Bottom Feeders Club is 7-3, so that's amazing. And because he won, he gets the All right, Chris. Everybody, wherever you are, Nathan, Randy, if you're watching tomorrow or the next day, shout it out! You can't stop me! And apparently nobody can stop Chris or his players. Dak Prescott, I like how you didn't put 40. You put 39.86.
Well, you gotta be
You
accurate.
could round up.
I'm an engineer. We
0.14.
don't round like that.
Alvin Kamara 18, Bijan 17, Ayuk 14, and Wilson.
Yes.
18. That's his team's cry. That's
Is
their
it?
battle cry.
Okay.
When they go out to battle,
Yeah.
they yell Wilson.
Yep.
And
fair
so a
enough.
lot of points from Prescott and all those guys. So he got the working hard, which means Eric got the. And Eric's team did not want to work. Tony Pollard, he was first round pick, or at
he's
least second.
He's been bad.
5 points. George Pickens, after the squeaky
Yeah.
wheel and getting himself in trouble for
Yeah.
going to social media, 7 points.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis, did you see that interception that he did? It was like right off his hands.
Yeah.
I was watching that game. I don't know
Yeah.
if you knew that. I was watching that game
Were
pretty
you?
closely.
Yeah.
Kincaid and
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis, 9.6. Jordan Addison for the Vikings, 10 points, at least double digits. But James Conner in his first game back,
Wow.
7 points.
Yeah.
They let him down.
Yep.
And because Eric is now 2-8, and he's hardly working,
Oh, sorry, I hit that early.
that's okay.
You kidding me?
I didn't ramp it up by saying he gets the. You
Now
see?
we got to do it
That's
again because we
typically how I do it.
interrupted
Okay.
the best
So
part.
hold on, let's start with it. Since he is 2-8 and his team left him hanging, and he's horrible, he gets the.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Since Eric has given up in the youth league, and he's picking his nose in the porta potty, I don't even know if he cares if he's going to win a game.
Well, it's
he
out
knows
of
for
the
sure
year.
he's out of the playoffs 100%.
It's odd that his team is called I Give Up in the youth league, and that team is better than his team in the men's league.
But here's the
and
thing,
we
Eric,
had to break out
if
the playoffs.
you decide to put on your boots and get back out there, you could play spoiler and ruin someone else's playoff chances so that maybe I could get in.
How about you ruin Randy's chances?
I
that?
agree. That would be amazing. I want you to ruin Randy's chances.
Yeah.
Except for he's in the other division.
Yeah, whatever.
So that's not going to help us at all.
Fine.
Last matchup. There we go.
Last matchup. You were really geared up. I didn't know what you were doing. Just interrupt us. We deserve it.
This one is painful.
And you missed a week of interruptions. So
I just
you-
can't.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Nathan and Randy were looking forward to a big time rant. I just don't have it in me on this one because I knew it was going to
Well,
happen.
hold on, set it up.
I knew it was going to.
Aaron-
I'm getting there. This is my matchup.
You said-
I'll do it how
You
I
said
want.
you didn't have a rant.
I'll do it how I want.
All I have in here is the title. I didn't know you were ramping up.
So here is what is going on here. I knew it was coming because the last time Randy and I played, I beat him with a Juggernaut matchup. And I had Juggernaut, he had a bunch of points, and I rubbed it in like crazy. And I knew it was going to happen. And this time, he has the Juggernaut, I have a ton of points. And Randy, does what Randy does. He's kind and generous, and that just drives me nuts. Because you got to rub it in if you're going to be playing fantasy football. But Randy scores 163.7 points, pulls himself to 6-4. And this is what really ticks me off about this
I'm
win.
not allowed to talk.
This is
You
what
yelled at me,
ticks
so I'm
me
not-
off
I'm not
about this
engaging
win.
with you.
Is he gets the Wonder Twins award.
Wonder Twin powers activate. Octopus.
Form of an ice unicycle.
This is really irritating because he has Amon-Ra St. Brown with 31.5 points and Hawkinson with 31.5. 62 points from two guys is basically why he won this matchup. The rest of his team was not fantastic. My team, on the other hand, posts some fantastic numbers across the board.
You did get 150 points.
And I score 150 points. I drop to 5-5. You know what? And this is also what really ticks me off about this. I've now lost 3 out of the last 4 weeks with 150, 130, and 130. Are you kidding me?
That makes me happy.
Who
now that
am
you
I
say it.
playing? I mean, these last few weeks, people are getting wins with 115 points or 120 points, and I'm scoring out of my gourd and can't get a win
It's
the
almost
last
midnight,
4
by the way.
weeks. So I get 2 awards, and I'm really irritated.
What does
One
that
of them
make you?
is
What is
the
that?
biggest
What is that?
loser.
There it is.
That doesn't make him. It's the award he gets.
No, that makes him.
It makes me the biggest
Wait,
loser.
we should have had the crybaby drop while you were doing that.
You
the whole
could
time.
put that in there, just irritating. The biggest loser because I score 150 points. And this also really ticks me off because I started Brandon Cooks last week. He scores 1 point or
You
something
pulled a
like that.
Deontay Johnson,
And this
didn't
week
ya?
he has 33 points on the bench, which is a stinking whoopsie-daisy.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Whoops-a-daisy. Whoops-a-daisy.
It was a reverse Deontay Johnson this week as well.
So, what a week where Randy pulls off this win.
How many points did Cooks get for your bench?
33.3 points on the
I thought
bench.
scientists went to 2 decimal places.
33.30 points. It was ridiculous. Very upsetting, very irritating. I was really not looking
Don't
forward.
hurt Pointy.
I was
Put
really not
Pointy down.
looking,
She didn't do anything to you.
I was really not looking forward to losing to Randy,
Just
and
hit
that's how it
the
turns
water
out.
bet stuff.
So,
You have a drop there.
very
I'm just ready to
disappointing.
move on.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But,
I thought we did.
No, we have the pick'ems.
Yeah, he just hit that.
Okay.
Alrighty, here we go.
Last week's water bet, Pastor Daniel, give us a
There we
report of
go.
what happened
So-
since you were gone and I was here.
So I put in my picks right away, texted them all to Aaron, so I didn't even get to debate with who was doing what. I
Yeah.
almost changed one. Glad I did.
Did you? Okay. Yeah.
So we had Randy versus Aaron. We all picked Randy. Randy won. I thought you were supposed to bet for yourself.
I think we all picked me, and so technically
Oh,
we all
yeah,
lost.
yeah, we all
I
picked
think
you.
that's what
Yes.
happened.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because I just struck
Doesn't
them all
matter,
out
yeah.
because we all
Yep.
disagreed.
Yep.
Yes.
Nathan versus Jason. We all definitely picked Nathan.
Yep.
Nathan won, of course. That one struck through. Judah versus Dave. We all picked Judah. That one struck through.
Yep.
Eric versus Chris. We all picked Chris. That
Yep.
one, so no go there. John versus Ben. We all picked Ben.
Yeah.
Which is, I still don't know how you came
Yep.
up with that, but
Yep.
So
I was right, wasn't I?
Well,
Yeah,
you
but
were,
you're being
yeah.
a chicken all year
Yeah.
long.
I'm not a chicken.
So that one struck through. So then
This
it came
is
down
how a
to,
man does it.
It came down to me versus
Yeah, right.
Eric. You and me picked me. You picked Eric.
Now
Wait,
here's
no.
the thing.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Here's the
Yes.
thing. You had all day to wait for
Oh,
the
yeah,
baby
yeah.
to come
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
could look up the matchups.
Yes.
Yep.
He actually wrote everything down and was doing nothing while I set up all the technologies to make everything work.
Mm-hmm.
I filled in the fastest 3 minutes, so I never even looked at the matchups.
Yeah.
I did not realize that half his team was on bye and the other half of his team was injured. Had I known that, I would have picked you as well. But I thought
That's too
Eric,
bad.
after having a
That's-
couple good weeks, could have pulled it off. But he didn't even have a full starting lineup. It's not my fault. I appeal to the water bet commissioner
It's
to say this
it's
should be
karma for not
invalid.
betting on his own
There
team.
is
Yeah,
no
there
such
is.
thing as
Yes.
karma.
Fine,
So there's-
fine.
there's
It's
an
the
appeal.
Lord
There's an appeal.
teaching you a lesson.
Yeah. You need
Through
to
this.
No, the
pick
Lord's
your own
not
team.
teaching me a lesson
Yes, he
about
does.
this.
He's teaching you a
What
lesson.
he's teaching me is when he's not here, you can set up the electronics and you can write his part of the show.
I don't
and
know.
I will
Here's-
look up matchups so you can get doubly wet.
Here's
I was
here's what the
writing.
water
I was
bet
busy.
commissioner says.
Agree.
I actually lost that to the waterbed commissioner.
Yes.
So the waterbed
Yeah.
commissioner. ruled
Yeah,
like
too
that.
bad. John is going to get it in a
you
little
get two.
bit.
You get 2
This
cups.
is going to be
today.
fun later.
Last week Aaron got 2 cups, so maybe
Yes.
you get 2 cups.
Woo!
Yeah.
There's a tie for first. You get 2.
Nathan wrote in the text on the chat for the YouTube. Why didn't you start Brendan Cooks? You would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Why
he's
didn't I?
asking you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I got for this week's picks? Do you want me to start it off?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I do.
I threw my paper on the
I
ground,
quit
so I don't
when
have
I walked
the paper.
out. I've
Yeah.
been disengaged
Do you have
this whole
them?
time.
Right.
I have my picks.
You have your picks.
But
You
this
write
is,
them
this
down.
is it right here. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Here we
type
go,
it in.
here we
Okay.
go.
All right. First one is me versus Chris.
Boy, that's a tough one.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's going to be a
I'm
good
going you.
I'm going me.
one. Yeah, I was going to go you
Come
as well.
on, quit being a chicken.
No,
Pick
I think
Chris.
I-
It's only like
it's
a
a-
2-point projection difference.
Yeah, I know. I think...
All right. So
I mean,
we're-
for the purposes, I'll go Chris.
Oh,
I'll go Chris.
nice. I I can't
All right.
wait till next week when you complain that you picked wrong because you
Well, I'll
gave
give
in
it
to
to-
peer pressure
I'll give it
because
to-
you're such a man.
I'll
I do
give
that a
Chris
lot,
the
too. I
business
want
just like I did
the-
a couple
the-
years ago.
Yeah. Sometimes I want the competition there too.
Yeah.
It's better to have more.
Yeah.
I did
Ja-
that last week. It didn't work out for me.
Battle for last, Jason versus Eric.
I picked neither.
You have to pick
You gotta
one
pick
of them.
somebody.
Ugh,
I
ouch.
am going Eric.
I'm going Jason. Wait, no. Wait, who are you going?
I'm going Eric.
You said you're going Eric?
Yeah.
All right,
Just
I'll
go
go
with
Jason. Yeah, I'll go
Jason.
Jason.
Okay. Yep.
I feel better rooting for Jason just because I like
Alrighty.
picking on Eric.
You don't want to root for Eric, is what you're saying.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, next matchup.
John versus Randy.
Randy.
I'm going Randy.
Randy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to do it.
Yep. You
Sure
should
you do.
pick
You
yourself.
should just pick
There's
yourself.
no
Have
reason
some-
to pick myself.
have
I'll
some
just
guts.
get more wet than usual.
Have some guts.
Yeah. Ben versus Judah.
Oh.
I'm going Moldovan Maniac because he crushed me. I lost to him twice. No one in the league has lost to him twice but me.
I'm going Judah
I'm
for
going
CD
Judah.
Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Who did what now?
Me and him are going Judah. You're going
Yeah.
Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't go so fast.
Sorry. You
It's
ready?
Okay. No.
You ready?
Okay,
Yeah?
now I'm ready.
It's Aaron versus Dave.
Going me.
Yeah, me too.
Dave's gonna score like 160 points.
Go Dave. Pick him.
I'm going Dave.
Yeah!
I gotta do it. Just for fun. Why not? Eric versus Nathan.
That's an
Sorry,
easy
Eric
one.
Eitenbrock. Eric Eitenbrock
I'm
versus
going.
Nathan.
I'm going the one lost team, Nathan,
Yeah.
who asked you why you didn't start Brandon Cooks. I'm picking you, Nathan.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going
I'm
Nathan,
not
too.
going to bet against it at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Eric, no one believes in you. I did last
Eric,
week.
even if I get wet, I hope you beat Nathan.
I
Come
kind
on.
of feel the same way.
Yes.
So do we have a?
So yeah,
Does it
we
work?
have a lot.
A lot,
So
yeah, we're
for
in.
your matchup, you and me took you. He took Chris. For Jason and Eric, you took Jason. We took Eric. So
Yep.
there's a lot of different things.
Yeah.
For Ben and Judah, I took Ben. You guys took Judah.
Yep.
And Aaron and Dave, we both took Aaron and you took Dave.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so we
That
have four
that
matchups.
one's
I
that
forgot
one's
to
gonna
write
hurt.
that
That's
me.
going to hurt.
I feel like
yeah.
that's gonna hurt
Yeah.
me.
I don't
Dave,
think it will. You never
Pull
know.
through for me this
Yeah, I
week.
mean,
I bet
Dave,
on
it's-
Eric last
it would
week.
only be appropriate that I lose yet
Stay
again.
tuned for the water bet payout later. I'm going to get soaked twice.
Loving it.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm hating it.
See you next time.
On Reading Rainbow. You know what? I'm not really excited about getting hit twice by you guys.
I'm excited about the water bet.
I'm glad you are, because I'm not.
So I added this one without the countdown. 'Cause at the end you don't want to count down.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just end it. It's the mediocreest, so it's okay to have a countdown.
But this is the first week in 3 weeks. I think this is the first week in the last 3 that I haven't gotten wet.
Okay, can you help him tear down?
Yes.
I'll be right back and I'll help.